Our first award is the USC Hackathon Voice Assistance for All Applications for Health and Access for Adults with Disabilities and Developmental Issues. Amplify.
Last night, we had a slam and a couple, when was it, guys? When was our hackathon?
This is the Voice Assistant Hackathon.
Yeah. What month?
Month? That was July.
Okay.
End of July.
So we issue a couple challenges in the center, and we give awards to young innovators, and we have amazing innovators this year. And our first was our Voice Assistant Hackathon. We think voice assistants have enormous potential. We're really proud to have a member of the center for a number of years now called the WITH Foundation. The WITH Foundation is dedicated to meeting the needs of adults with cognitive disabilities, but beyond that, generally people with disabilities. And we're trying to build the digital on-ramp for those patients because in many ways their needs have been left out of traditional medical care. So the challenge of the hackathon was to solve a real medical problem with voice assistants already, as we mentioned, in 60 million homes. The challenge of the slam was to reinvent medical care as a service. So we're going to hear from these gentlemen first, and you can just sit here and then get up and follow them. And
sure.
These are the winners. They're all amazing, and you're going to hear what their solution was. So please sit down and welcome them.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Dr. Saxon and the entire CBC team for inviting us. My name is Chris Laine, and I'm a research assistant professor in the Division of Biokinesiology and Physical Therapy here at USC. And at this year's Voice Assistant Hackathon, we designed a product that delivers speech therapy to children with cerebral palsy through a choose-your-own-adventure experience. And in that experience, the user interacts with and competes with other characters and moves the storyline forward by performing the same kind of vocal exercises that they would do in therapy. And the reason why we want to do that isn't just for entertainment, but we really believe that an at-home voice therapy system will lead to better speech outcomes for children in need. And we chose to focus on cerebral palsy because it's the most common childhood movement disorder, and nearly half of them will have some kind of problem with speech and language. And speech therapy can help, but access to speech therapy can be limited by factors like time, distance, and money. And as a result, oftentimes the need is not met with the amount of therapy that they receive. And also, it's difficult to motivate sufficient at-home practice because really what 7-year-old wants to come home and practice their vowel sounds. So to really meet this need, we needed something that was take-home, that was fun, and it was also therapeutic. It would also be something that, in addition to being fun, would extend the reach of current clinical practice. Now, when we made our original prototype, we scoured the literature to try to find a couple of exercises that would be very basic, but also lend themselves well to quantifiable analysis. And we came up with a few exercises based on the duration, volume, and just general control over vowel sounds. And we used that as our baseline, and that still holds for our current version. In the original version, I was the voice actor, and I was screaming into my iPhone at 3 in the morning, and the quality may have been meh. So we went with a plan B, where we actually recruited professional help. And to tell you a little bit about where we've come so far, I'll hand the clicker over to Brian.
Thanks. So I wanted to put you in the the shoes of a parent with a child with cerebral palsy. These are children who can barely communicate. Often they have a lot of challenges even making simple noises like or and when a clinician stands next to the patient and asks, "How are you doing?" typically the parent has to translate. So this is an opportunity for that child to talk, really, and communicate with something that's not their parent, but actually is a whole experience. So imagine you've walked into your child's room, they've been doing vocal training for the afternoon for a little bit, and this is what you hear, like a cartoon off in the background.
All right, it's your turn. Call the mighty very nice dragon. Are you ready? Good try, but he didn't hear you. Let's try that again. Well done, young apprentice. There, up there. Look up in the sky. Here he comes. Quick, jump on his back, and we will embark on our journey. Adventure! Huh? Oh no! Look up into the horizon. There's a lightning storm coming, and we're going straight in it. In order to safely pass through the lightning storm, we must create a spell that can protect all of us. In order to summon the spell, you must create a rising noise. Now listen closely. Oh. All right, it's your turn. Oh, so close, young apprentice. But quick, we must try again. Huzzah! The spell worked, and we are now safe. Interesting how a storm came out of nowhere when we were going to the kingdom. There's only one person that I know that could conjure such a storm. Oh, there he is!
So we'll stop it there. But we worked with the professional group to build out these products, and these two have been working together for many years on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, so they know what the kids are excited by, and a lot of these children already watch these things. So we've created a prototype that allows parents to hear and see their child's progress over months of therapy. They can just bring up the phone and actually listen to the clips of an ah over the course of months of therapy to see if there's progress. We also have something for the doctors so they can look at more deep analytics. They can track adherence and see which days the patient were working. And this really goes into the three products. It's better, it's cheaper for patients, and actually creates profit for clinicians because they can charge through insurance, which works out really well. We partner with CHLA, and we have a business model that works with a Class 1 device. We already have CPT codes for reimbursement. And finally, that's us. And we're seeking new relationships towards venture. I think I'm 4 seconds over.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Great job.
Okay, one question, Brad, because we're fortunate enough to have Jack Poe here from the Deep Brain group at Google. And do you want to see voice assistants used this way, Jack? Is this a good thing?
I like the very leading question.
You're a doc.
I'm Jack, and I work at Google, and in the past I was a physician. And I think these types of usage of smart assistant and voice is something that we are very excited about. I think we've been looking for different applications of voice assistants where we know it makes a very big difference for users. We started to see usage in things like smart homes, in travel. We are just starting to see how people might use it in healthcare. We see folks trying to build things around appointment reminders, etc. But I think examples like this where you are really delivering intervention and helping users really figure out how to keep track of the actual treatment itself, as well as delivering the treatment, is something that is extremely exciting for us and those of us who are working in this area.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons these guys won that hackathon where they stayed 30 hours was they actually used the technology right for pitch, for other things, and that's really leveraging a lot of what this stuff can do, right?
Yeah, I think we're just getting to the point where the technology we're exposing, and it's not just us, right? Whether it's Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Apple, everybody is starting to build in more and more ways for you to access the different voice features, as well as more and more advanced AI that you can tap into. I think we would all readily admit between all the tech companies that we are very good at technology, but there are many applications that we frankly are not domain experts in. And seeing folks like you guys really who knows the subject matter experts, who combines it with folks who knows how to tell the story, create engaging content, and really delivering all of that to these patients and consumers is something that I think we know we won't be able to build ourselves, and is really exciting to see these being built on top of this platform.
Thanks a lot. Thanks,
And
guys.
from last night's slam competition, chosen by a panel of distinguished judges, the winning contestants were presented $10,000. They're with us this afternoon to share their amazing, impactful application. Please welcome Team Physio Squared.
Hi everyone, we're from Physio Squared. My name is Benji.
And I'm Emily.
And I want to tell you a quick story. I had felt incredibly helpless watching my grandfather lose his independence to Parkinson's disease. And as you know, Parkinson's disease, an avid tennis player can deteriorate to the point where they can't use a fork. And he was really losing hope. Fortunately, his doctor prescribed him a very aggressive regime of physical therapy. And after a year of very hard work, he was again eating with a fork, and not only that, he was eating sushi with chopsticks. And we celebrated this, but we didn't realize as a family the hard part was when his physical therapy program ended. And it suddenly fell upon the family to help keep him motivated, to keep him doing his exercises. So I would have to go to his house every day, walk him through his exercises, think of creative ways to keep him motivated. And I loved my grandfather, but it was taking a really large toll trying to come up with new ways to help keep him going. And in fact, only 35% of patients fully comply with their care plan. Enter Physio Squared. We are flipping the script on compliance by making a medical prescription into a family activity. So we are using Alexa, and Alexa will initiate a video call between the patient and a caretaker, and the Alexa will guide the patient through that day's activities. They will use video that is personalized to their particular care plan. And what's very exciting is that, oh, I seem to be getting a call. Let's take it.
Physio Squared calling.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, I'm so happy you called.
Oh, thanks. Are you ready to do your exercises?
Absolutely, thank you.
Okay, Alexa, tell Physio Squared to start exercises.
Hey, starting Physio Squared.
Hi there. Today we're going to work on some hand exercises that can help if you have Parkinson's. The first combination of exercises we're going to do looks like this. Hold your hands out away from you as far as you can and extend your fingers. Now, bend your wrists down and back up and down and back up. Follow along with me.
Hands out.
1, 2, and 1, 2.
Perfect. Good job.
Thank you.
Okay, talk to you tomorrow.
Bye now.
Thank you, Grandma. She loves this, right? And it's not just that she loves it. We are actually rooted in robust research in how to motivate the elderly to stay compliant with their exercise programs. And it comes down to positive reinforcement, not negative pressure. And this is a proven business model. In the youth fitness market, apps that are stitching together personalized videos are really taking off. And now is the time for Physio Squared. We have more elderly than ever before, and smartphone adoption among seniors has quadrupled in the last 5 years. Bringing technology to seniors is a very viable task. We're a great team. We have experts who are veterans of the healthcare industry. We have chatbot evangelists, and we have physical therapy experts. We are excited to invite you to join our Physio Squared Alpha and chat with our Physio bot. We are going to be starting in the Parkinson's market, which is about 1 million patients strong, and we can easily shift over to other neurodegenerative diseases. And my grandfather lived to be 86. And this quote by JFK suddenly has new meaning to me. It wasn't the number of years that he lived, but it was really all about the time that we had together. And with Physio Squared, my life would have been enriched, and he could have kept moving longer. So Physio Squared, let's keep moving together. Thank you.